to this video lecture on profit and loss. I'm sure whenever we went shopping, we were all so excited to see a discounted rate on the price tag of our favorite products. But have you ever wondered how is a shopkeeper still able to make profit despite giving you the product at a lower rate? Well, worry not, because we will study all about it in today's lecture. Before moving forward, let us first be familiar with the basic terms of profit and loss, starting with cost price. So what actually is the cost price? The price at which a product is purchased is called the cost price, or CP. Now remember students, throughout this chapter we will be studying it from the perspective of a shopkeeper. So always, while trying to evaluate the cost price, the selling price, the marked price or the discount, we will be looking at it from the perspective, from the view of the seller. So what is the cost price? The price at which a seller buys a product is called the cost price. This is the price which he is spending to get the raw materials to his shop, to his store, before actually selling it to the customers. Cost price is a very important concept. It is denoted by CP. So wherever throughout the chapter we see the letter CP coming together, we'll automatically assume that this is the cost price of the product. So cost price is also very important because the selling price, the profit and the loss, they are all dependent on cost price. They're all calculated on the basis of the cost price. The next term, selling price. As the name suggests, the price at which a product is sold is called the selling price, or SP. Cost price was denoted by CP, selling price is denoted by SP. So after a shopkeeper has actually brought the product to his shop, he sells it to his customers. The price at which he is selling that product to the customers is called the selling price. Interestingly, whenever the selling price is higher or lower, profit or loss is determined. Profit. This is the scenario and this is the case which most of the shopkeepers try to fit themselves into, making profit. What is profit? It occurs when the selling price, or SP, is more than the cost price, or CP. As we can clearly see here, if selling price is much higher, much bigger than the cost price, or CP, we say there is profit. The next term is loss. By definition, we can see that loss occurs when cost price is more than the selling price. The cost price is more than the selling price. In other words, the selling price is smaller than the cost price. Remember this figure in your mind. This is a very important figure. This figure will always help us to determine whether it is a situation of profit or is it a situation of loss. If the cost price is higher than selling price, it is loss. If the selling price is higher than cost price, it is profit. Another very important term is the marked price. The marked price of a product is the price on the label of the product. It is denoted by the letters MP. So students, whenever we visit the market, we see there is a certain price tag that is tagged on each and every product That is basically the marked price of that product. Now, a marked price may or may not be equal to the selling price. Whether it is equal to the selling price or not, that is decided by the shopkeeper based on discount. The reduction in the price offered on the marked price is called discount. It is denoted by the letter D. So yes, the price that is actually labeled on the price tag of the product is the marked price. And certainly in so many cases we see that there is a discount offered either in rupees or in percentage. The marked price gives us the discount, and the discount is dependent on how much the shopkeeper sets it actually. Now that we know what selling price, cost price, profit, loss, marked price and discount is, I think we are all clear with some of the very basic terms that is used most often in the selling market. Let us actually come to the formulas now. The real thing that is used by sellers, which is used by buyers in the market to determine the price of a commodity, to determine the selling price, to determine the profit, loss, percentage. Profit, in other words gain, is the same term. Profit or gain can be used interchangeably. Is equal to selling price minus cost price. Remember children, we had said that profit is the situation wherein the selling price is greater than the cost price. So on that basis, when we subtract the cost price from the selling price, we get the profit or the gain. This is a problem statement, a rather simple problem statement which will help us to understand profit easily. So a shopkeeper sells sugar at 18 rupees per kilo, which he has bought at 15 rupees per kilo. Find the profit. As soon as we see the problem statement children, the first instinct that we should have is collection of data. Whatever is given in the question, we will first and foremost note it down. So we know that he is selling the sugar at 18 rupees. Automatically, selling price becomes 18 rupees. He has bought the sugar at 15 rupees. So the cost price is 15 rupees. The cost price is 15 rupees. The selling price is 18 rupees. So the profit made by the shopkeeper using this formula becomes profit equals to selling price minus cost price. Substituting the value of selling price from the data here, 18, and cost price from the data here, 15, we get that he made a profit of 3 rupees. Next is loss. So, as we had discussed earlier, loss happens when the cost price is greater than the selling price. Loss is a situation of exactly opposite of profit. In profit, selling price is more than cost price. In loss, the cost price is more than the selling price. We will understand it better with an example. A shopkeeper sells rice at rupees 50 per kilo, which he had bought at 70 per kilo. Find the loss. Once again, naturally our instinct should be first and foremost gather the data. So the data given to us is that selling price is 50 rupees and cost price is 70 rupees. We note it down. CP is equal to 70, SP is equal to 50. Loss using the formula is CP minus SP. Substituting the value of CP from here, 70, and SP from here, 50, we get that he incurred a loss of 20 rupees. Profit percentage. What is profit percentage? Profit percentage is calculated on the basis of cost price. Remember, once again we had mentioned that cost price is a very important concept because the profit percent and the loss percent both are dependent on cost price. We have already discussed how we calculate the profit, and from the given data we can know how much is the CP. So it becomes pretty simple to determine the profit percent. Profit percent is equal to profit made on cost price times 100. We will see this with an example. A shopkeeper sells wheat at rupees 50 per kilo, which he had bought at rupees 40 per kilo. Find the profit percent. Collecting the data, we can see that selling price is 50 rupees and cost price is 40 rupees. Naturally, we will calculate the profit first because the formula demands us two data, profit and cost price. Cost price is directly available to us, which is rupees 40. Profit is not directly available to us. So we can first calculate profit. Profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Selling price is 50, cost price is 40, giving us profit of 10 rupees. Next, the question asks us to find the profit percent. Profit percent is equal to profit by CP times 100. We have just calculated the profit, so we know the value of profit. Check. We need the value of CP, which is given in the question. Check. We are ready to calculate the profit percent. Replacing in the formula, 10 by 40 times 100 gives us 25%. So the shopkeeper made a profit of 25%. Remember, as per the formula, all the data may not be directly available to us. But using the previous formula and using the basic formulas, we can calculate certain values. For instance, here profit was not directly available to us. So what we did was, we used a simple formula of SP minus CP, since SP and CP both were available to us. Loss percent, very similar to profit percent in the terms of formula. Loss by CP times 100. Looking it through an example, a shopkeeper sells a book at rupees 400, which he had bought at rupees 500. Find the loss percent. Instinctively, what we will do is collect the data. Selling price is 400 and cost price, since he bought it at 500, the cost price of the book is 500. It asks us to find the loss percentage. As per the formula, we don't know the loss, but we know the CP. CP is 500, but we don't know the loss. But we know this for the fact that loss is equal to CP minus SP. CP is known, SP is known. It's pretty simple to calculate the loss. After the collection of data, we will put it in the formula of loss and get the value of loss. The next step is to find the loss percent. A simple substitution of value in the formula will give us the value of loss percent. Loss by CP times 100. 100 by 500 times 100. 20%. What is the marked price? The price that was labeled on the product, right? So the price on which discount is offered, right? So before subtracting the discount, we actually get the marked price. So before subtraction comes addition. Selling price plus the discount actually gives us the marked price. Example is pretty simple. Anjan Babu sells a book at rupees 105 with a discount of rupees 35. Find the marked price of the book. Given that he is selling the book at 105, so selling price is 105. Given the discount is of 35 rupees, we can see that the discount is 35 rupees. Marked price is selling price plus discount. 105 plus 35 gives us 140 rupees. Just the way we know that profit percent and loss percent was calculated on the basis of cost price, discount percent is calculated on the basis of marked price. For instance, if a shopkeeper is selling a book at 800 rupees with a discount of 200 rupees, what is the discount percent given by the shopkeeper? The discount percent demands us two data, discount and marked price. We know that the selling price is 800 and the discount is 200. So discount is known, but the marked price is not known. But yes, we do know that marked price is equal to selling price plus discount. So let us do that first. After collecting the data, we will calculate the marked price of the product. Marked price of the book is selling price plus discount, which is 800 rupees plus 200 rupees gives us 1000 rupees. Finally, discount percent is equal to discount by marked price times 100. Discount is 200 rupees. Marked price we just calculated as 1000 rupees. We substitute it here, times 100 gives us 20%. This brings us to the end of the discussion. So children, in retrospective, we studied what is the cost price, what is the selling price, profit, profit percent, loss, loss percent, marked price, discount and discount percent. Children, we should understand that not necessarily all the data that is demanded by the formula might not be directly given in the equation. We have to study the question, we collect the data points, whatever is present in the question already. Then we check it with the formula. If all the data is present, well and good, we move forward. If some of the data is missing, we try to calculate that first and substitute it in the formula to get the final answer. Thank you very much for joining us in this lecture. See you in the next class.